Okay, so I'm gonna try not to have this hand cover my face at all, but I've got the sun right in my face when I'm addressing the camera here, so I do apologize for that, guys. But how to describe today? Today has been a bit of a well, not a kind of a disappointment, but not a not I wouldn't call it a failure. We've gotten a few shots in the bag today that you know not keepers, but for a day, an afternoon's exercise and photography, not bad. Came out here today with no real expectations. We are out here at Red Rocks Open Space. It's a local park, about 10-15 minutes from my apartment. I've shot and filmed out here before. I've shot a lot out here before. I think the last episode I did out here was 2018. Yeah, that sounds about right. 2018. No, I think it was the beginning of 2019. But anyway, not one of my better reviewed episodes, but that's not important. But I was looking for a place just really close by to go out. I didn't want to drive a long distance today, and I just figured, let's just go out to Red Rocks. Let's see if we can find something new here. So, did shoot a couple of more, I don't know, what would you call them? They're not artsy fartsy, but some like Simon Baxter or Ben Horn inspired photography today. Got that shot of those trees, that very first shot, those trees out there. That was an interesting shot. I want to try because I liked where that kind of old ladder looking thing was. And some interesting image right there. Definitely not the best time of day to do that. Pretty harsh sunlight still, even though it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My hand is starting to kill me here, so hopefully I don't blind myself here. But definitely kind of the wrong time of day to shoot that photo. But I want to give it a shot, and converting it to black and white. I don't know, could be a good image. We will see here. It's always funny. You put the images up on the screen. I don't know how it's going to be in the field, but when I'm shooting the video, sorry, I heard a little something out there, and it's been, there's lots of towhees out here. They're always jumping around in the little bushes. I have seen a bobcat out here before. I've seen, I think I've seen a mountain lion out here before, actually, a really long ways away, but I can't be sure it was a mountain lion. But anyway, so that first shot, let's just say that was just get it out of your system sort of shot. That first press of the button of the trigger to get that first shot out of the way. So not a bad composition by any means. Would probably be better with some morning light on it, but yeah. And then we had that second shot. That was something, definitely kind of a again, like a Ben Horn style photo, or maybe I hesitate to say like a Simon Baxter style photo, but still, we got that tree up against the sand. What am I trying to say here? The red sandstone backdrop there. So really nice. Would have been probably, again, better with some morning light, but with that kind of overhead light lighting up the tree and then the dark red background, that was kind of a nice contrast right there. So that shot I like quite a bit. It might, it's not a portfolio image, but that one was a little bit more fun to shoot. I liked setting that one up a little bit better. So, and then, the rest of the day, we hiked a few miles of the trails out here, and, not a lot to show for it. This area is, it's hard because it's a lot of scrub oak, a lot of junipers, and, it's just a weaved in kind of mess. So finding a good shot can be really, really tricky out here. So in the end, we kind of settled for, kind of a what would you want to say, the given shot, if you will. As you guys will have seen, I'll just turn the camera here a little bit so we can kind of see it. Where are we here? Okay, so where's my finger? Okay, right there, out there in the background. That's, I believe, it's always hard to tell on this monitor here when you got it reversed, but that out there is Garden of the Gods. And you know what? It's a very classic, it's what everybody comes to Colorado Springs to see. So coming up here when you're kind of up on this mesa area up here in Red Rocks, it's always got a scenic view. So I've been set up here on the trail, and I've been shooting several shots out towards Garden of the Gods there. And I've just been shooting it as the light has been changing. The sun has been going in and out behind these clouds, and the lighting has just been consistently changing, either putting the rock formations in complete shadow or some mix of shadow and light. And I think I've gotten one photo that I really like the combination of shadow and light. Just a little hint of shadow. So that was pretty cool. I'm debating if I'm going to stick around for sunset or not, because if the clouds hang out enough, we might get some color over the formations out here, but I'm not sure. It's always tricky to predict where sunset is going to be at its best. Also, looks like it's kind of pittered out a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover up my face there. I'm just trying to see where the sun is without blinding myself. There are some clouds kind of hanging over Red Rocks out there. Not Red Rocks, over Pikes Peak, and the sun is setting out behind Pikes Peak. So it's very hard for me to tell if we're going to get a good sunset or not. So debating. I'm not entirely sure I want to hang around, but you know what? It's an exercise in patience there. Now that daylight savings time has come and gone, sunset is going to be much later in the day than it has been. So that's always the one thing that I don't like about shooting as the days start getting longer, is you've got to get up earlier for sunrise, you've got to stay out later for sunset. So, you know, pros and cons. But anyway, enough of my rambling. I think we're gonna hang out here a little bit longer, see if I can make up my mind about whether or not I want to hang around for sunset. So, yeah. Alright guys, I apologize for the shaky cam in here, but I am just heading down the trail, heading back to my car, wrapping up this day of photography. Unfortunately, that sunset shot just did not pan out. We waited it out, and I shot that time lapse there. I actually shot a couple of time lapses, but I prefer that second one right there because you can see us going into darkness here. Anyway, trying to wrap this up because battery on my cam here is about to go dead. So, yeah, unfortunately, didn't get a good sunset shot. There was a little bit of color in the sky, but it was, by the time it had gotten any decent, even reasonably decent amount of color in it, most of the clouds had moved out from away from the Garden of the Gods, and without that, it wasn't really as interesting of a shot. So just decided to pack it up and head back to the car. So the sun is down, it's gonna get dark here pretty dang soon, and I don't want to be out here when it's dark. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It was today a bit of a mixed bag, but that's kind of what happens sometimes. You know, not everything's perfect. I feel like I say that a lot, but it's true. Everything can be a mixed bag. So, all right, I am gonna focus on getting down the trail here, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna be putting out my next video, guys, but I hope you all will stick around for when I do upload next. And with that, I am going to sign off. And until next time, guys, I guess I'll give the usual spiel. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. And again, I really apologize for the shaky cam here. Going downhill and trying to vlog is not easy. So with that being said, I will sign off here. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope you all have a good adventure of your own, and I will see you next time out on the trail. Hopefully I don't trip over any of these boulders.